You're currently in a never-ending cycle. You wake up every day and tell yourself the day will be different. You've been putting all the important things off week by week. You tell yourself today you'll train, you'll start eating healthy, and then you don't. Not because you lack the talent or because you're lazy, but because you've never been properly taught the system. That's what I'm here for. Discipline isn't a personality trait. It's not something you're born with. It's a daily architecture, a structure you build brick by brick, day in, day out, before the world ever gets a chance to distract you. This is how discipline is built. The Stoics figured this out over 2,000 years ago. I'm going to give you a full breakdown of their exact system in just 10 minutes. So bear with me. I will structure it into a daily practice you can start today. Even better, right now. Most people think discipline means toughing it out through life, forcing yourself to do things you hate. But that's not discipline at all. That's punishment. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca all defined discipline differently. To them, it was the practice of aligning your actions with your values, without exception, non-negotiable. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world, Emperor of Rome. He could have spent every day of his life in luxury, never go a day without. Instead, he woke before dawn, he trained, he studied, he served. You may ask why. Well, because he understood something most people never will. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. The Stoics believed your life is built in the morning. What you do in the first hours of the day is what you become over the course of a life. So the first principle of the Stoic system is, discipline is not about motivation, it's about structure. Motivation is like the weather. Some days it's there, most days it isn't. But structure, a system, works regardless of how you feel. Every Stoic philosopher had a morning practice, a routine, and the structure was almost identical across all of them. They all start before anyone else is awake. This isn't about punishing yourself with the 4 a.m. alarm. It's about owning the first hour. Before you check your phone, your inbox, your emails, before anyone or anything has a claim on your attention. Even 30 minutes of uninterrupted morning time will change your life completely. But waking up early means nothing without intention. Marcus Aurelius asked himself one question every single morning. He would always ask, what do I have to do today that matters? Not a to-do list, not a calendar review, just one question. What matters? Write it down. This becomes your anchor for the entire day. And then he did something most people would never choose to do voluntarily. He invited discomfort. This is the one that surprises people. Why would anyone want to be uncomfortable? The Stoics deliberately did something uncomfortable every single morning. Whether it be a cold water plunge, a hard training session, fasting. Not as punishment, but as practice. Epictetus said, seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life. So in other words, accept reality as it is, and you will find peace. When you voluntarily choose discomfort daily, the discomfort that life throws at you loses its power over you. This is why the people who cold plunge, who train fasted, who do hard things before breakfast, they move differently through the world. It's not a performance, it's practice. You must separate yourself from the ordinary. Most people start the system, they do it for 3 days, and then life happens. They end up missing a day, and then they quit entirely. The Stoics had a resolution for this. They called it amor fati, love of fate. The practice of not just accepting setbacks, but welcoming them as part of the process. In practical terms, this means one rule: never miss twice. Missing once is human. Missing twice is the beginning of a new habit, the habit of quitting. Marcus Aurelius was not perfect. He missed days at times. He even wrote about it in his private journal, what we now call meditations. He didn't spiral. He didn't punish himself. He simply wrote, "Tomorrow I return." And he did. The Stoic discipline loop works like this: set the standard, execute, fall short, return without drama, and repeat. Notice what's missing from that loop: self-criticism, guilt, shame. The Stoics considered emotional self-flagellation a waste of energy. You fell short, fine. Return, move. This is the part of Stoic discipline that most people overlook because it sounds too simple, but it is the entire game. The person who returns without drama, without needing to feel motivated again, without waiting for the right time, that person becomes unbreakable. Not because they never fail, but because they always return. The Stoic daily system doesn't end in the morning. It closes at night. Seneca wrote letters to his friend Lucilius every morning, and in those letters, he did something remarkable. He would review his day like a judge reviewing a case. He asked 3 questions. The first, what did I do well today? Not to feed his ego, but to reinforce what worked, to train himself to see his own competence clearly. Then he would ask, what did I do poorly? No excuses, no sugarcoating, clear, honest accountability. He wasn't hard on himself. He was honest with himself. There's a difference. The last question he would ask himself is, what will I do differently tomorrow? Not a wish, specific action, a concrete adjustment. This practice, which takes no more than 5 minutes, is one of the most powerful things you can do for your discipline long term. Because discipline isn't built in grand gestures. It's built in the quiet review at the end of the day, when you hold yourself accountable to no one but yourself. And when you do this consistently for 90 days, you stop needing someone to check on you. You become your own standard, your own judge, your own coach. This is what the Stoics called self-command, and it is the highest form of discipline. So I will give you the complete system now. Simple, actionable. Starting tomorrow morning, wake 30 minutes earlier than usual. And remember, no phone. Before anything claims your attention, write down one thing that matters today. It will act as the anchor for your entire day to come. After that, do one uncomfortable thing. It could be a cold shower, training, or even 10 minutes of hard focus work. Then during the day, when you feel resistance, because you most certainly will, you ask yourself, is this the version of me I want to build? Not a motivational speech, a simple question. Then act accordingly. In the evening, ask yourself 3 questions. What went well? What didn't? What changes tomorrow? That's it. Not a complicated system, not a subscription, not a course, just a daily practice repeated every day. The Stoics didn't build their discipline in a week. Epictetus was a slave who became one of history's greatest philosophers. Marcus Aurelius led an empire through war, plague, and betrayal without losing himself. They built who they were, one day at a time, and so will you. So if this gave you something real, save this video, because discipline isn't built by watching once. It's built by returning. So come back tomorrow and the day after. That's the system.